tagging like a dog with the muzzle. See the bagger, put him back in the puddle. We attacking, better stand back and watch him run. Shotgun, come with the option. Send big blitz.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The drive will start with an option going left.
Oh, the fuck you ain't hit stick his ass this time.
On the game's first play, it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Forced out to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
The fuck?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, I'm 133.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Mayfield now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player that sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
Man, oh boy, still tired, man. 3 games fucking straight.
They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
That's crazy, bro.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He'll get this to Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Start as he'll get it up to the 20.
Oh my God.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And that throw behind his man.
Oh my Lord.
Incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
That's on me.
Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender
With all on the offensive return.
To the ground, and 4th down now coming up.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Oh, no.
Here's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Oh, my God. I'm about to get that nigga a whole fucking down.
But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense converted once already in this 1st quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins.
Oh, I couldn't get that stick. Come on.
35-yard line. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Good hit, good hit.
It's incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there at 22. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and
oh, he can catch it. Come on, man.
Incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Flushed out right. And he's
What? Come on, man! How you get so, man? How the fuck you get so damn slow, bro?
Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, that's some whole shit.
Markey adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Good shit, Jane.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Demir Bird to return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive
bring that back. I could have been gone.
To end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And all the way down to the 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Murray now. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
1st down, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Mayfield.
Come on, bro.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
Fuck, man. Can't never get on the motherfuckers, man.
Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left.
Get the ball! Come on, boy. Catch the fucking ball.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both.
Wait, they pissing me the fuck off, man.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. From the gun, Mayfield. This one complete.
Man, I know that shit, man. Fuck, bro.
And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Mayfield on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. And again, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to what you were doing in the drive in order to finish this one off. They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
My ass hit right there, move.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, good shit, man. Good shit.
It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. That'll be caught. It's Isabel.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Murray now on 1st down.
That was stupid, man. Tackle that bitch.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Oh, I got fucked that up. I shouldn't even throw that bitch away.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Following the interception, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper.
Oh, hell no! What the fuck?
As he's inside the 40. And now we'll will get a late timeout as it comes in the moments of quarter number 2.
And in his second year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year. Expects it to continue to rise.
That on my behalf if we meet this year.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now Murray off play action. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended.
I don't know why he ain't lead him up.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. They're going for it. Hits Murray.
Fuck! This is Jeff. I mean, Dan.
Incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's
that bitch slow, man.
It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
Damn, that bitch slow.
Just shy of the 45. CD, I know it's it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. Room here to run. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements are going to stop him behind the line.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
They'll try to run with Hunt. And
that nigga right in front of the dude, they ain't touching.
Touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now Parkey for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds.
I ain't know how that ain't down.
Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. On the counter, here's Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? In trouble here, and down he goes. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Man, hell no, man. He already on the ground.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, Lord.
And now as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Well, the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And now this is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Hey, come over here. 1st down, Mayfield.
No, come on, man.
No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a
safety.
flag.
Oh, what?
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Here's more on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Oh, Lord.
The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet.
How the fuck, man? He's right down the middle of the field.
For the 3rd time.
That's some bullshit, man. That man in the middle of the field by himself. How you do that, bro?
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident.
Forget the fuck I'm about to do.
You can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Oh, he sheds himself free.
Man, good shit, bro. Good shit.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you will.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by Hooper. He's at the 30.
Man, dive on the man.
And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes.
Man, catch the ball, Williams. What are you doing?
Defensively to break that one up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage.
Oh, Lord.
And that's going to be caught from Brown.
Good shit. I thought you were going to be in that motherfucker.
Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Murray a give to Edmonds on the option. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down. Play fake. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. He's going to let it fly.
That nigga don't never put the ball in such a good.
Interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Mayfield. There's Beckham. Great grab.
They get lost, bro.
Turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost, But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Throwing again on second down. Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.
Good game on, James.
On EA Sports.